We have a special ad read. Hey, it's me, Crazy Mathus Seyvoth, back to tell you about a very, very special, exciting opportunity. Today's episode of Total Party Kill is brought to you by Pizza Rolls. Pizza Rolls are a frozen food product created by food industry entrepreneur Gino Paolucci. That's right, the Gino Paolucci who specialized in frozen Chinese food in 1951. That was the year pizza rolls were invented. Let's hear it for 1951. Gino sold the brand in 1985. It was acquired by Pillsbury, which owned Totino's Pizza in 1993. Gino's Pizza Rolls were rebranded as Totino's Pizza Rolls. That's right, Totino's Pizza Rolls. Act now. What are pizza rolls? You don't know? Pizza rolls consist of a bite-sized breaded product with an interior of diced pepperoni, tomato sauce, and melted cheese.
Tony, I like pizza and I like rolls.
Flavors.
But what if I like pizza and I like rolls, but what am I supposed to do when I only got a microwave?
Well, you can use that microwave to microwave these things together because they come in a variety of flavors, including cheese, combination. Is that a flavor? Pepperoni.
Delicious
Triple
combination
pepperoni.
pizza rolls.
Unlock your
Sausage.
taste buds with combination.
I'm in the pizza. I'm in the roll. I'm in the combination pizza roll. Supreme, triple cheese, and triple meat. This is Mathus Seyvoth reading the Pizza Roll Wikipedia page to you today for Total Party Kill. And I'm out.
Only you can guess what 3 meats are included.
Welcome back to
What's
Total
that?
Party Kill, Shocktober 2020. What was that, Steve Lutz? That was the call to adventure. That's right, we're back in Seyvoth Manor, our 6th year of running a night in Seyvoth Manor. A night in Seyvoth Manor that can span multiple years if you know what you're doing. Joining me, as often, my co-dungeon master, assistant to the regional dungeon master, Little Dan Morin.
I'm 6'1", Tony. 6'1". Hi, Tony. It's good to be here, and I am craving pizza rolls for some reason. I don't remember why. Before the break, our contestants were talking about pizza rolls.
Chase that feeling. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters relatively quickly as we try and build toward the finale of Shocktober. In the order they are present in my Zoom window. First up, it's Monty Ashley.
Hello, I'm Monty Ashley. I'm playing Daphne, the incredibly beautiful bard Asimar.
Next up, it's Jane Ritt.
Hello, I am playing Freda von Jonas, the human paladin.
Also here, Annette Wierstra.
Hello, I am playing Velma Dingley, a dwarven druid.
The mascot of Total Party Kill, it's Steve Lutz.
Hello, Pizza Roll. I am Pizza Roll playing Pizza Roll, the Pizza Roll.
I see. All right. And it's his time. He can use it however he wants.
Oh, really?
And
Oh, God.
last but not least,
there's at
it's
least one
really
more
all his
episode.
fault.
We need to wrap this
It's
up quick,
Micah
people.
Sargent.
In some ways, this does, happen to be a fault of mine. I'm sort of trying to not take responsibility while also taking a tiny bit of responsibility.
Micah, I remember, 3 years ago, I don't think I super knew you at that point, and you were like, I really want to play a dog. And it's like, yeah, why not? And now we're dungeon buddies.
And now we are dungeon buddies.
Thank God you filled out the paperwork.
You filled out the paperwork and you were approved. I play Scoop, he is a Great Dane.
That's
Fantastic.
pretty good.
Fantastic, Dane.
I'm surprised we have Danes. Is there Denmark in D&D?
We are in the northern...
Yeah, Fantasy Denmark.
There's something
Northern
great in the
Climb.
state of
And
Denmark,
those
and it's
folks
Scoop.
are jokes in case you couldn't figure out what
Fantasy
that was.
Denmark.
So when last we left our players, they were in a hidden study belonging to Lord Mathus Seyvoth. They had discovered a coffin in which Fluffy gained the ability to read languages, which allowed them to decipher a flesh tome, which contained a ritual for summoning a dark patron. This is a book they've been required to bring to Lord Mathus Seyvoth as part of a fantastic deal, but they have yet to decide exactly what they are doing.
lots of deep philosophical, ethical, and moral and financial quandaries have been posed to the adventurers. They have bantered back and forth about
Culinary
whether to
too.
help Mathus Seyvoth return to his desired humane state, whether it is safe or practical to turn over a book that summons a dark patron to a vampire lord, and also the book seems to have started talking to Fluffy. At the end of our last episode, there was a contested strength check between Fluffy, the arcane trickster, and Daphne, who I think is like a wizard? I forget.
Bard.
Oh, yeah.
I should say, since a mage hand can only support 10 pounds of weight, it seems like a strength check with a mage hand should go poorly for the mage hand, but maybe that's just me.
We'll find out.
Fluffy, you sound
That
a
book,
little
I think
muted.
that Dan... Me?
No, Fluffy.
Oh.
David.
I think it's just a Zoom thing.
Okay.
Zoom!
It's just my strength check versus Fluffy's.
Yep.
Okay.
Is this like the first combat of the year?
Oh, dear.
Each other?
They have
5
won.
minus 1 for me.
I got a 14.
Fluffy's holding on to that book
Fluffy...
like it's a giant pizza roll.
Pizza rolls.
That's good. That's good.
In a way, a
hold on to that book. Now why don't you
flesh-bound
walk into the circle
tome
over there?
Fluffy
is...
take a few
slowly
steps.
begins
The most-
walking towards
Take a few
the
steps in
I'm
that circle.
checking my inventory, and I have
zombie
I-
style, arms outstretched.
I think because I'm a paladin, I have a sensor, which is like sort of a big, like swinging.
I think you mean a
object.
sensor.
Whichever. I can sense things.
I can't read all of this book. Some of it's been blocked out.
Yeah, and that you would have like incense or whatever, but I'm just gonna throw that at the book. I would like to
Scoop,
knock it
pizza rolls.
out of Fluffy's hands. So like get a good like swing going on it. And then
Sure.
just-
Make a dexterity ability check.
okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be
You have advantage on it.
yes.
Is that contested by anything?
Yeah, probably. Why don't you make a similar dexterity saving throw to dodge out of the way?
You also have advantage on it.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Also have +8 to dexterity.
Yeah.
He's a cat. Very nimble. Very nimble.
I think it's probably gonna beat a 10, but we'll see.
Does
Cappy,
a 23
Cappy
beat a
nimble,
10?
Cappy quick.
The Tabaxi Rogue, it doesn't even like, it's not even like he tries to dodge. It's like he's stepping forward and then he like lurches to one side and then the sensor just goes right past him.
Yeah, he
Somebody
Mr. Magoo's
stop
it.
him. The circle is compromised.
All right, this is great. The circle, that's nice. It's a nice circle. It's fine. Just read the recipe for the pizza rolls at the back and everything's going to be delicious.
So,
Does anyone else have a way to prevent him from summoning a demon?
Fluffy is...
Yeah, you're way stronger than him. You could go over here and
book.
grapple him with your advantage on grappling and take the book away
Pizza
from him.
roll.
But I feel like I just took my action, so if other people want to try and prevent this, I don't want to.
We're not in initiative order right now, so...
Yeah.
I mean, so Dan, I couldn't quite tell. Were you saying earlier that I was kind of enthralled by this as well?
You were also, I mean, I think it sounded like Scoop had also been interested in pizza rolls.
Okay, so that's what it was based on. Okay, I
There
thought
was something about Ritza rolls being.
Reach rolls on this side. I will try to grapple. I don't know. why
You
that-
want the pizza rolls for yourself, is what you're saying.
Don't you mean rapple?
something like that? Yeah, yeah. What do I need to do? Strength check.
Sure.
All right. And I have. You said I have advantage on strength checks.
I don't
better
think
get
you
over
do.
here into
I
the
think
circle, Scoop, if you're gonna be
Freda
grappling me.
does.
Ah, that is exactly what is happening. Okay.
Oh, good. Scoop's in the circle now. Pizza rolls.
Pizza roll. Oh no, it's working. 21.
Oh,
to
boy.
Take the book.
Why don't you, Fluffy, make a strength check to contest that?
That's a 14.
All right, so Scoop, you've got your like jaws on the book, and it's, you know what? It's a little
does it taste like
disturbing because
rawhide?
no,
It probably tastes
delicious.
delicious.
It tastes
Yeah.
so good.
It actually tastes like pizza rolls.
Tastes like
Totino's pizza rolls.
It tastes like Totino's pizza rolls.
A Totino's brand.
That checks
You
out.
start drooling just like involuntarily.
Gooey.
Flesh covered.
Crap.
Well, he's a Great Dane. He does that a lot.
That's true. You feel like this book, I mean, if there's a recipe for pizza rolls in it, maybe
I
Fluffy's
really
onto
just start
something.
chewing on it. I'm just like,
Scoop, what have you got there? Scoop, drop it. Drop it. Put it down, Scoop. Drop it.
Oh,
I'll
God,
go
he's gotten
in
a taste
and
for a
try
book.
and
He'll never
get
be the
book
same.
from him.
somebody roll animal handling.
I've got animal
Everybody into the circle.
Why are you always telling us to roll animal handling?
Why are you all animals?
That is the bigger question.
Henry sees them fighting and is like, "Oh, are we all going to the circle now? Is that what's happening? Are we all?
No.
Are we all?
the circle.
I think we're. I don't know.
Pizza roll.
It seems like maybe I can help, eh?
Okay. What do you got, Henry? Everybody stop and look at Henry. He's got something.
Henry walks into the circle and he just puts one hand down on Fluffy. He's like, "Hey, why don't you give me that? Ooh, something smells delicious in here."
Pizza rolls. Pizza rolls.
Who is not currently in the circle?
Frida.
Daphne is not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
All
guys
right.
know the circle doesn't work right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, Scoop, you specifically
Yeah,
broke the circle,
I broke the circle.
so you know the ritual's going to go bad?
I'm not interested in the ritual. I am quite literally interested in chewing up this book. I want to eat this book. That's all I was doing.
So
Because it
I
tastes
believe,
delicious and
unfortunately,
he's still a dog.
Okay.
something is happening. I want
no.
everybody in the room to make an intelligence. It's an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay.
Intelligence-based checks really the strength of this group.
If you are proficient, you have advantage.
Even with advantage,
I have a 12.
I have a 6. So I'm very focused on.
I got a 17.
I got an 18.
I got an 11.
That's
But I'm in the book's thrall,
Oh, no.
so
Here's what's gonna happen. Daphne, you got an 11 or something. You said, sorry.
Yes, sir. That's right.
There is a weird crackling. There's like an explosion from the book. It starts to ripple out through you. It seems to kind of just phase through the people in the circle. Daphne, you get kind of lashed for 10 force damage as arcane feedback crackles through you.
Jinkies.
Let's see. Freda, I believe something similar happens to you if you rolled
to the
less than 13.
Yep.
You know what? Velma, you're currently in the circle.
Yes, I'm trying to pull the book or trying to get my hands on the book.
You take like a little bit. I'm gonna say you take 5 arcane damage, and the other people in the circle are fine so far. For some definitions of fine.
Can we just
Seems
the book
seems like
away
the ritual
from
may
him?
have been
I'm trying.
the ritual may have been started at this point.
How?
And actually,
a bunch of
someone's
people
chewing
brought
on
the
the
book.
weird.
the answer is
So,
magic.
well, you did bring the book into the ritual circle.
Oh, that's the extent of the... I thought that it had to have words said.
Well, to finish it, it does, but it's
Well, you started it.
Okay, well,
Started. You have preheated the oven, sir.
No one's taken the book away from Scoop yet, and so he runs toward the
Well, I'm
portal.
still holding it, right?
I got it from you. It was
Yep.
a strength check, and I beat you.
Did you pull it away, or are you just holding on to it while I'm holding on to it?
I
Because
thought I
that's
pulled
generally
it
a
away.
grapple.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's up to Dan
Yeah.
then.
DMs, what's going on?
I feel like there's a tug of war going on here.
Yeah, I
between
think
me
there
and
is
Scoop.
a tug of war going. Scoop has the upper hand or jaws, teeth.
How do I get it
right now?
fully?
I think you're going to have to make another contested strength check here.
Okay.
It's really not my thing. And we don't have no advantage on strength, right?
Right.
Correct.
Right.
What'd you get, Scoop?
I got a 12.
Oh, well, I got an 11.
Oh, sweet. All right. Then
right.
Scoop
Scoop picks up. You've got the book, and what are you doing with it?
I want to run towards the portal and throw it through.
Great. Scoop, you run towards the edge of that circle, and as you get to the circle and are thinking you're home free, about to cross it, it is like you walk straight into a wall at the edge of the circle.
Even though it has a break in it?
Even though it has a break in it, it crackles a little bit, kind of like you just hit a force field type thing. You are familiar, again, with magic circles. You know that once you've started a magic circle, things can't easily pass through it. You suspect that because the ritual began, something has sort of triggered here, and you may or may not be able to get out until you've either dispelled or finished the ritual.
Fluffy,
Or at least, at the very least, seems like the book is bound to the circle.
Fluffy runs after the book and runs straight into the wall of the magic circle.
Bang!
I don't know
Vibrates.
what to do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you may be able to leave the book in the circle. That's an option. But you feel confident the book can't necessarily pass through the circle.
Scoop. Pizza roll.
Hey guys, did you feel that incredibly painful wave of power just then?
Yep.
You did? Did it hurt you a lot?
Yep.
Okay, then I guess I'll
But
just stay
I
out
drank
here.
poison earlier, so it's really not that unusual.
Does anyone have any understanding of how to disarm powerful magical rituals?
I don't have any sort of dispel magic. Can I do a... Oh, God, I don't have...
Fluffy's going to try and wrestle the book back away from Scoop.
Yeah, I think... I honestly think that at this point... Oh, I know what Scoop will try to do. So Scoop had the book. He runs towards the edge and gets sort of bonked. So he drops the book. And at that point, he realizes that he can't leave the circle. He would like to try to call down Sacred Flame onto the book and sort of zap it.
Okay. Sure.
So let's see what I need to do for that.
I think that's a dex save by the book.
It is. You are correct. It
That
a
dex is
save by the
proficient.
book.
The book is proficient in dexterity. So it's dexterous.
Did
book
I
of
mention
everything.
this book is a former child acrobat?
Well,
The flesh of a former child acrobat. Ah,
Yes.
God, why?
Oh God, it's Jason Todd again.
Yeah, all right, you got there. So,
Yeah, just
done.
say something Robin related. It doesn't matter.
While he's up
Boy
to that,
wonder.
Fluffy is going for the book, so if he doesn't hit it, I suspect I'll probably get it again.
Yeah, so what did you roll there?
It just says, "Oh, so you failed." Obviously, sorry, that sounded rude. You failed that throw, so it was just 3 radiant damage.
Okay, there is a radiant flame descends in the book, and the book looks kind of singed around the edges. It is not in great shape there.
All right.
It smells as though someone has left pizza rolls in an oven for a little
Scoop
too long.
steps out of the circle without the book. I'm not trying to
Okay.
stay inside.
Oh, I'll try and hit the book with my sword.
Fluffy's grabbing for the
From
book.
with your
inside or
sunblade?
outside of the circle, Freda?
I mean,
You may have to go into the circle to hit it with
yeah,
a sword.
I'll
let's
go
put it
into
that
the
way.
circle to hit it with a sword.
Okay.
Fluffy's reaching
Fluffy-
for the book.
Fluffy's
Okay, well,
reaching for the
Fluffy
book.
better make a deck save, but
Fluffy, while you're reaching for the book, why don't you... Oh, boy, how will we figure this out? Fluffy, why don't you make a dexterity check?
That is a 16.
All right, Fluffy, good news. You still have all your paws. Freda, roll an attack versus the book.
hey. Does an 11 hit a book?
Yeah, it's a book. Your blazing sunblade cuts through the air and cleaves the book into 2 smoking, charred halves.
Pizza
At this
roll!
point,
Look at
At
it this
this
way.
point,
Now
its
you have twice
resemblance-
as many pizza rolls.
You've been serialized, chump.
at this point, its resemblance to a book is extremely limited. The room
Is it still gooey?
Probably extra gooey now.
It's burnt. There is a
So it's caramelized.
roll of
There's some
thunder
Maillard
and
reaction
lightning.
going on there.
Got a bit of a gooey glaze
The,
on the outside.
The book, the two halves of the book burn, and then suddenly the circle of blood is burning as well, and a roll of thunder and lightning is somewhere, and then suddenly that somewhere is inside the room. Each creature in the room takes 13 thunder damage and 13 lightning damage, but the circle
I'm
is no
unconscious.
more. The book you have been fighting over is no more. We will never meet the character that Dan put a lot of preparation work into. And Daphne's in trouble.
Okay.
Dan, you want to give us like one line of dialogue?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I only had like a prop and a character and a costume and everything.
It's okay.
cool.
We'll get there
It's
in,
cool.
well, probably not 2021, 2022. Maybe Shocktober 23. We will see. Dan, do you want to tell us what the character's name was?
Totino.
Yeah, no, you missed meeting out on Sully, the genie.
Who has been stuck in there since...
You're good.
So was that was 26 total damage? Half thunder, half
Yes.
lightning?
Daphne,
Don't like it.
I have healed you 12 points.
I feel better.
Am I out
I'm
of the
down
thrall
to
of the book at this point?
14.
The book is an X book, it sounds like.
Am I in an
it's
X
not.
thrall at this point, or am I still picking up
You,
the pieces of the
you
book
can-
and
I mean,
weeping?
you still have a residual hunger for pizza rolls.
Well, that never ends.
Yeah.
I'm in control of my faculties at this point, is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, good.
Okay, well that resolves that.
You're welcome.
Great job, gang. Now we're all dead.
Yeah, this was actually probably the worst possible outcome for all of you.
So what do we
get
do?
my
Tape
pizza
up?
rolls?
We tape up the two halves.
That's right.
Give it to Lord Seyvoth, and then
wrap it
run
in
out of here with
structure.
this.
Yeah, the book's fine, guys. I don't know what to tell you. This is how we found it. It was cut in two. We
That's
fixed
it.
it. We made it better. I don't know what you...
That mysterious voice is right. That's our story. We got here. We found it in two pieces. I'm a really good liar, you guys. He'll buy it. He'll think he just made the worst deal of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
we
can
take Lissa
Say you
and we
wanted
leave.
it in full one piece.
Must have been some previous.
That was not
Should have been more
stipulated in the small
specific.
print. Yeah.
It must have been that last group from before 2018 that did this. We don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're
yeah,
in
I'm just
here,
thinking
do
maybe
we want to
he's
take a
gonna
short rest and
set
spend
fire to
some
Liz.
hit dice?
I don't think
think
there's
yes.
any other possibility at this
Yeah,
point.
spend
We
some
kinda
hit
have to-
dice.
Dan,
Spend
ring
some
those
hit dice.
beautiful
I think
bells.
some of you may have...
Are you taking an hour-long rest?
No, not a long one. I mean, I guess
a short rest is an hour.
Yeah, in
1
5th
hour.
edition. Yeah.
Which means the bell will
think they need
toll
to.
midnight.
And I believe some of
did
you...
we
And we
get here at
lose
10
the
a.m.?
game. Thank you all
I think you've been here since. I think you've been here since noon. Is my recall.
Ate lunch in Seyvoth Manor. I believe somebody with a belt gets full hit die thingies.
Yeah.
Oh, are we actually taking that long or short rest?
Yeah,
I think you
we
said
kind of
you
have
were,
to. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use up one of my hit die.
remember, everybody's
why-
got
I don't know why the
5
birds-
more on their hit point maximum than they did when they started.
Yeah.
I am thinking that Lord Mathus Seyvoth is going to be like, oh yeah, Lissa Hawthorne, set her on fire and cut her in half. That was how I found her.
He doesn't know what's going on right now.
We hope.
Yeah.
Oh, love that one roll. Good job, me.
All right. So you spend an hour healing, relaxing, getting your story straight before you. I don't know what kind of attitude you make your way up to the vampire sanctum with. Sheepishly.
No, swagger.
Yeah. No, we have the book.
You have the taped together book. That's what you're saying. That's what
No,
you're going with.
No, but our energy is.
Oh, okay. So we have the book energy. I see.
Yeah. That big book having energy. Okay.
As
Took
you
me a
as
second,
you
but
walk back
that was
up
good.
to the doors leading to Count Seyvoth's inner sanctum, not his innerest sanctum, but it's just his inner, the outer inner sanctum, if you will.
Is his innerest sanctum his heart?
No, that's the room you were just in, which could have been in his heart for all you know. You went through a portal. But as you do, the bell finishes its last toll of midnight, and you step into the room to be greeted once again by a somewhat bored-looking Mathus Seyvoth, who's like sitting there, like filing his nails or something, or his fangs, or
You guys, my favorite customers. I'm so glad you came back. I am looking forward to concluding this deal. I think neither of us is going to walk away from this situation unharmed. You'll see Lissa back there doing great, ready to go home. Hope you packed a lunch for him. She's hungry. Haven't had a chance to feed her. But enough about me, enough about Lissa. How are you? How is today? How is my book?
Great news. We found 2 books.
I would
And
like to
your
tell you a
sweater.
story about getting this book. As you noticed, this took longer than you would have thought, but it was an amazing battle that we had to go through. There was a ballroom full of ghosts, and I start to tell a story using the action enthralling performance.
Ooh.
So I'm going to perform for 1 minute. Each target, and that's going to be the 3 vampires, makes a wisdom saving throw, DC 15, and is charmed if it fails for 1 hour.
And
All
while
right,
she's up
wow.
to that, I'm going to start sidling towards Lissa, like we can try and scoop her up and get her out of here.
Did you say
All
scoop?
right. Yeah, you're all kind of moving in. There's a story circle, and Fluffy's just making his way around the story circle.
So
Let me just
Pardon me,
check.
corpse.
I think
Freda has
Now,
a
the downside
tambourine
here-
and is like providing some backing beats to the storytelling.
yeah. Now I will warn you, Daphne, because of his vampiric nature, the Count has advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Is this a charm spell?
It's not a charm spell, but the effect is that he becomes charmed. Let me
So I
look
think-
up what... I was just reading it off my character sheet.
Yeah. Dan, do I have that right? The 2 vampire sisters do not
Yes,
have that.
that's-
They are not as
sorry,
high level
that's,
vampires as he is.
Fey ancestry, yes, vampiric ancestry.
Yeah.
Yep, saving throws against being charmed. So I think anything that imposes the charmed effect on him, he would have advantage on.
But here's
All right,
an
want me
exciting
to-
sentence I just read while looking that up. If a target succeeds on its saving throw, the target has no hint that you tried to charm it.
All right, yeah. They just think it's a charming
Yeah.
story. That's great. There are a lot of like mind altering spells, right? Some of them the person knows if it failed and they're just like, "Hey, you just tried to mind control
Yeah.
me." And other ones are just like, you just don't stop talking.
Can you remind me again what
so-
the DC is on that, Monty?
The DC of that is 15.
Okay. And do you know...
do you want to roll for Melanie and Daedra, and I'll roll for Lord Seyvoth?
Sure, whatever you want to do. I've already rolled for 3, but I can use any... I can just use the Melanie and Deirdre one if you want.
With advantage, Lord Mathus Seyvoth has rolled a 19.
All right.
Melanie rolled a 9, so she is utterly into this story. And Deirdre rolled a 16, which I believe means she is immune to your charms.
All right. Well, it was worth a try.
Sure. Yeah. No. Melanie is sitting there like, oh yes, no, that's a great story. Let me tell me. And then, oh my gosh,
And
wow,
then Fluffy
that's
said pizza rolls.
pizza rolls. Oh, that's
Anyway,
Which is
Here's
the
the
one
book.
that is not into the story? of the 2
Deirdre
sisters?
is not into the story.
Interesting. I would like to
but
try to
let's
cast
see if we can-
Tasha's hideous laughter on Deirdre. She's
Okay.
going to find this story hysterically funny and start laughing and become incapacitated. If this succeeds, she needs to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Okie dokie.
I'm going to put a little heart symbol on Melanie.
Is this
for
a charm effect?
It doesn't say anything about charm in here.
Then I will assume no. She rolled a 19 on that.
Wow. Well, that obviously is going to succeed then. So
if that counts as an attack, then the other one is no longer charmed.
no,
Oh,
I didn't
wait,
attack
so-
her.
Well,
Is if you attack any of our allies? Is that what?
yeah, it's in. Sorry, I scrolled away from it looking for something
That's
else
fine.
cool to do.
It's okay. Take your time. Combat's tricky.
While charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowingly of you to anyone who talks to it, and hinders anyone who opposes you. It ends on the target after 1 hour if it takes any damage if you attack it, or if it witnesses you attacking or damaging any of its allies. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're good.
Still charmed by me.
Have you
Stupid
heard this
cat.
story? It's the funniest thing. I swear. I just love a good story. Tell me, and then what after the cat with the book and it tore it apart? What happened with the
I'm the
pizza
cat,
rolls
by
and
the way. It was me.
No, well, yeah, whatever. No. This beautiful, amazing creature has been telling me this story.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm in the story. I'm the cat.
I don't know. Shh.
we
Pipe down.
finally got the book. It looked like somebody had been there before it, but here is all of the book, just like we agreed on. Here you go.
And Daphne kind of like slides the two burnt, soggy halves of the book
Now, I'm
across
sure you'll
the
agree.
floor in the direction of Lord Mathus Seyvoth, who looks crestfallen. Daphne,
Yeah, it's very sad, but definitely by the terms of our agreement, we now get to have Lissa and go, right?
my book, my notes, my research, my diary, my shopping lists. I without this I will never be human again. I will never walk in the sunlight. I will never feel the grain upon my fingertips. I will never have brunch. I will never love again. This changes everything.
I mean,
He's weeping
we had a
softly.
deal there, pal. So
You just get a wish from somewhere else. You don't have to give up that quickly. Come on, Lord Seyvoth, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. You found a sucker demon once. You could do it again. You're the master of deals.
You know what, Daphne? You get one chance at a very difficult persuasion check to avoid Lord Seyvoth not tearing all of you into pieces.
Okay, well, I have +7 on this and advantage
Attempting
because I have proficiency. My first roll came to an 11, and so did my second roll. So 11.
Yes, a deal is a deal, but this is not what was promised. The deal is null and void, and so too are your lives. Lord Mathus Seyvoth rolls initiative.
oh boy.
I suggest that some of you roll initiative. As
Some
well.
of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
ones?
us?
Yeah.
Alternate.
It's
an option.
All of you.
Does anyone
Yeah,
use
anyone who wants to not be a spectator.
primarily
Now,
weapons
the
and not have a
initiative
magical
is dexterity
weapon?
based, right? So we have advantage on that.
That is true.
That's
I believe.
true.
I guess so. You have a variety of boons. Even though Lord Mathus Seyvoth is a terrifying vampire lord, this may be the place where all your boons come into play.
Yeah, because I think Dex and Charisma did not require proficiency, but Wisdom and Intelligence did. So
Do any of our primary weapon users, aka non-magic users, have a non-magical weapon they would like me to make magical and more powerful?
If you could make my rapier magical, I would be able to do something in this fight.
Okay, will do. So I'm going to imbue the action with the weapon with positive energy for 1 minute. It is considered magical. You can add +2 to attack rolls. It emits bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 20 more feet. So it's very bright.
by the way, I used up all of my hit dice in that short rest and didn't get anywhere near my maximum. So life is not great for Fluffy right now.
Not like before when you're just carefree, poison swilling.
Well, I'm still carefree.
Catman.
It's just I'm a little bloody.
You're hit point free
Yeah.
also.
I would recommend everybody takes a quick peek at those boons.
All right, I'm going to be
Okay.
spitting out bardic inspiration on people.
Some of us are
Well,
not
that-
able to edit our. Well, some of us don't exist in the turn order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dan, do you
sorry.
need me to be
I'll
doing
add
so?
everybody to the turn order. Sorry. Didn't
When I
remember.
give you
I've
bardic
got mine in
inspiration,
there.
that'll give you a D8 that you can use on attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks.
Also, I would assume, did Scoop and Daphne ever step into the room? I assumed they
Oh,
might have.
Yeah,
well, Daphne was like
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
to
I
all the
definitely.
stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's just...
I tried to hand him the book, so I got to be up close.
Yeah, you gotta be up there somewhere. Somewhere.
You can. I think I described it as slide across the floor if you don't want to be immediately adjacent to a vampire.
I wanted to pretend that it was still one coherent piece.
Oh, and then he holds it and it's like, oh.
He opens
Oh, no,
it.
I did this.
Oh,
Yeah.
slight foxing. This is ridiculous.
All right. Let's see. Fluffy, did you roll? You rolled a 17. I'll put that in for you. Freda, you rolled a 20.
Yep.
Even you people rolled with advantage?
Yeah.
Dan, do you want to roll for Henry? You want me to roll from Henry?
I was just looking up. I'm trying to find a stat block. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't roll with
I
advantage.
had it last year and I lost it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I can pull up a Monsters
not
Manual.
I
very
cannot.
I believe he's a flesh though.
Prove my score.
He's very slow.
Oh, and we
I
still
know.
do have those vials.
Oh yeah.
You do? I mean, Scoop's got him.
No, I've got
Scoop,
'em.
you want to just do a...
I've got all of them.
yeah, sorry. Fluffy, you could just do a suicide where you mix them all together.
I might try one per
Take a-
turn during this battle. We'll see what happens.
I think they're probably... I don't think that... I think that's not... Like, on the label at the bottom it says, like, not encouraged to mix them.
Is anybody?
That sounds like a challenge.
Does anybody not have their current initiative in the order there? Or is everybody good?
Can I do?
Good. Good.
Can I
Oh,
do?
wow. I don't like those initiatives.
I
Yeah.
forgot what the word.
No.
is.
It's
I
not
don't-
great for you.
Holy mackerel.
Can I do a? What is it called? Whenever a buff. Can I do a buff before the start of the fight?
I think with this point we have rolled initiative.
All right. All right.
All right. So it looks like Lord Mathus Seyvoth gets to go first, and
All right. Mathus Seyvoth is holding the two halves of the book, one in either hand, and just looking at Daphne with just a fury in his heart. He drops the two book halves, reaches into his billowing cape, and pulls forth a glittering longsword.
Oh, point of order. Shaggy's here and needs his initiative. And I don't think Shaggy has the advantage that I
I don't
do.
think Shaggy has a token either. It's a cat, right?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Dan, I can make one for in a second.
Okay.
If you want to manage the other vampires, and I'll do Lord Seyvoth.
Okay.
Steve, you have an initiative for Shaggy?
Yeah, I rolled a 9, and I'm seeing if he's got any bonuses, and it doesn't. Oh, it's a +2 to Dex, so it's an 11.
All right, hold on. I have cat tokens.
Is Fluffy on the map somewhere?
I'm down to the
Yeah,
south. I
south
was
is way
trying to
down there.
sneak around to get to Lissa, and it didn't go well.
All right. No, I got a plan. You'll be fine if I survive.
I like plans.
Do you? Don't seem to in the moment.
Well, I don't always follow them, but I like them.
All right.
All right, cool. That is a fat cat.
It got a
Can I
little
control
stretched
that
by
cat?
the,
I can't control that cat.
Just a second. You can now. It got a little stretched by it was. I think it was not intended to be fill an entire square. So, but it did. All right. All right. Everything's great.
I can't
Yes.
control that cat.
Okay. Where were we? So I think Lord Seyvoth is going to open up. He pulls out a long sword. I think he will start with. Dan, do we want him to start with some magic?
He seems like he likes magic.
He loves magic. The one tricky thing is Daphne is engaged with him.
Oh wow! I didn't realize the relationship had gotten that level.
He's so dreamy, you guys.
You know, technically, when you give someone two halves of a book, that is a formal marriage proposal in this universe.
I'm going to be a vampire queen.
Wedding.
He
Somebody
starts,
rebuild that
kind
gazebo.
of-
Velma's ordained.
wow, you guys are ready.
I was going to have Scoop conduct
he-
the ceremony.
He starts kind of spinning his long sword, and at first it seems just like kind of an ostentatious display of martial ability. And Daphne, you realize perhaps just before it's too late that it is actually some kind of magical power. Dan, I'm going to have Lord Mathus Seyvoth cast Hypnotic Pattern. So he creates a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube. It appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
Now, is it a 30-foot
you know what he's
cube or
doing
a
here?
60-foot cube?
It is a 30-foot cube within 120 feet.
And Daphne, he has specifically chosen a charm spell to use against you charmer.
Okay, well, I can't
Dan,
do
I'm
So
going
can
to put a 30-foot cube here 1 second, and then we'll figure out. So that would be a six in each direction, I think. So it's about this size, but let's say it's... Who can we get in that cube? I think we can get these 4. So I think we can get Velma, Daphne, Freda, and Scoop and Shaggy, I guess. I mean, I don't know how do
not
cats
the
feel
cat.
about that.
charm that cat. Charm that cat.
Or
So you need to make a DC 15 Wisdom save against Lord Seyvoth's spell save. I believe some of you have advantage on things.
Yes.
bonus.
Everybody has a
mini-
plus
mini-
1 at the very least.
And everyone has +2 from being near me.
And do people have advantage on Wisdom save?
No, advantage on
No.
intelligence, wisdom, skill checks where you're proficient is what I have written down.
Thank you, Monty.
Yep.
20,
I know there's a bunch of overlapping things.
You sure it's not saving
19.
throws too?
23.
22.
The cat rolled a 1.
16.
But he's outside of the. He's not targeted by the.
I think he was.
No, the
The
cat
cat
is.
is.
Shaggy.
This guy.
The actual cat.
Not the
Yeah,
cat
sorry.
person.
Mini.
Now, somebody could
Mini
slap
cat.
the cat to take him out of this stupor. I know how this spell works.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
Slap the
a
cat.
So
So it sounds like
The old
person
screenwriting
who got-
trick.
Especially also. So I believe the cat.
yes, literally, he just hypnotized a cat and no one else.
A single cat. The single cat is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Thanks for
That's
summoning that
really
cat.
impressive,
Yeah.
Lord Seyvoth.
Thanks for summoning that cat, so we didn't feel like a total failure.
Wow, way to just burn one of my high-level spells on not charming anybody.
I
You
like
charmed
it.
the
All right.
cat.
Not charming any 4-legged people. So, or sorry, 2-legged people.
No, I got the only
4 legs
four-legged
good.
one now.
Well, Scoop's there too. We have a very complicated.
There's much more of a
profile
leg
here.
spectrum on this adventure than is usual.
Let's get some chickens in next time. We'll mix it up. All right, Deidre and Melanie are next, I believe.
Well, Melanie is still kind of like shaking off this story that Daphne was spinning and seems confused about why these people are fighting her brother, right? Brother?
Brother Dad.
Brother Dad.
So confusing. Brother Dad.
Melanie
It's the southern part of Norway.
Melanie is charmed by me right now.
Yeah. So Melanie is still like, sighing over Daphne. Deirdre, on the other hand, gives like a, rolls her eyes of disgust. And I think she sees Fluffy trying to make his way up on the outside there.
I don't
and
like where this is going.
decides to focus a beguiling gaze on Fluffy. Fluffy, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and wisdom, we're certain, is not it's not an advantage thing.
It's not
I think
advantage,
it's-
but you have at least plus
Plus
3.
1. Oh, plus 3?
Plus 1 for being close. Plus 1 from a boon that was on all saving throws. Plus 2 for being close to somebody.
Okay, and those stack.
Yeah.
Cool.
Close to somebody in particular, or just like anybody?
Frida.
I rolled a
Frida,
20,
Frida,
so
okay.
that is a plus. That's a 25.
It seems that you are unaffected by her beguiling age.
It's really impressive.
gaze.
Though you have bickered and fought amongst yourselves for much of the last 2 hours, your spirit stands strong against the various hypnotic powers of the vampire.
However, that was merely a bonus action, and seeing that you have shaken off her beguiling gaze, she will launch herself off the dais at you and attempt to basically produce a short sword from what seems like nowhere and slash at you twice. Now, she has the assassinate trait, which means during her first turn, she has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't yet taken a turn, and any hit the vampire scores against a surprise creature is a critical hit.
Boy, that seems fair.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. At least you're not surprised.
Well, I mean, you haven't moved yet, so advantage. Let's see, long sword attack. So number 1 is a 27,
That hits.
and number 2 is a 17.
That does not hit.
All right, so for that first hit, you will take 8 piercing damage plus 14 necrotic damage.
Okay, I will take half of that because I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
We have resistance to necrotic damage. That is one of our boons.
From the red book.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was 14 necrotic.
I'm sorry, I misread the stat block. It was, what did I say? There are 2 on the same page.
It's like 8 and 14.
I'm going to reread. Yeah, so it's 7 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage. So if you resist that, that's 10 total.
Okay, so it's first of all the necrotic damage goes in half, right?
Right, so that's 3 plus
So that's
7.
3 plus
10.
7,
Oh, and then
and then
you have that too?
Yeah, so I got 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
6.
Uncanny dodge.
6. 2, half of 7, 3.
Half
you
of
got
7
hit
is
with that.
3, and then the other
you got
7
2
is 10,
sevens.
and then I have that.
Yep, sorry. No, you got 7 plus 7. So if you have each of those individually, I think it's 3 each. Is my understanding.
I don't have
Sorry,
7 plus
math.
7. The necrotic damage gets halved.
Right. It's half of 7 is 3.
Right.
So
and,
he
then I
has
have my
uncanny
total damage.
dodge.
Oh, you have the
which can-
total damage. God, math. So much fun.
Yep. So I lose 5 hit points.
Okay.
basically.
Now we're playing D&D.
Now
we
we're
are.
talking about numbers.
Debates about subtraction.
I think that is the end of her turn, and thus we're up with Daphne.
Oh, boy. I have 2 exciting things to do. First, I'm going to use Counter Charm. As an action, you can perform until the end of your next turn. So now I'm just kind of humming da 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 dee 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 do 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 do. Hey, you know how sometimes Scooby-Doo episodes have a musical number for no
Yeah.
reason?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet, that's everybody, because I'm right in the middle of the room, even Lissa, that can hear you, gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Nice. That could
these-
come up.
Yeah, these guys seem real into charm, so I'm going to do that. Next, I'm going to use Mantle of Inspiration as my bonus action. Spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 8 temporary hit points up to 4 creatures you can see. That's going to be Fluffy, Freda, Scoop, and Velma. So each of you get 8 temporary hit points.
I like it.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Each
you.
creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Nice.
So if you guys would like to rearrange yourselves, feel free.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
And if you want to get out of melee, you could do that too. Although you have a sword now, so.
I would have to use the power on myself to be one of the people affected by that.
Can the cat
How are you doing hit point wise? Because you might want to do it on yourself instead of me.
I'm not doing great. You're right. I'm going to do it on myself.
Yeah. We want our bard to stay up and healthy. And also, historically, Freda does have a soft spot
Yeah.
for Daphne. So
Meanwhile,
And now
Henry's outside, and he's just going, "Oh, hey, that's great. You guys are doing great. I'm here for you. Keep it up."
Yeah,
Henry.
Lissa,
come join.
Lissa, if you could kind of sneak around the side of the room and meet us over at the door at some point, that would be great.
Are you just like saying that over Lord Seyvoth's shoulder? Like, Lissa, just go.
He's just mouthing it.
Wait, Freda,
That's
did you
part
move
of
or not?
my inspirational doodah.
Okay. All
And
right.
you
You
get
worked
8
into the
hit
lyrics.
points, and we're all great, and we're going to kill a vampire. Lissa, come over here. Sneak around. Melanie's cool right now. She won't bother you. Come on, over here. And like that.
I feel like if we're really going to do a
That song is
Scooby-Doo
catchy.
song, we need to all run like in front of a background that
Yeah.
repeats itself
Yeah.
every couple of seconds.
Do. And then you're just running.
And I have moved over here. Just sprinted away.
Freda, did you decide not to come over by Deirdre? Because
Because now I'm no longer the one getting the 8 temporary hit points, so I can't move. But I can, so that you get sneak attack.
oh, okay, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
But you got a turn before me, so we're all good.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. Freda, you are up.
All right. So Freda is going to clank her way up to
Clank,
this
clank,
fine
clank.
vampire lady and take a swing at her with her sword, which glows radiantly.
That may be important. We'll see.
Oh, that is only a 13 to hit.
Alas, that will not hit a vampire or an umpire.
All right, second attack. How about a 17?
A 17 will hit. So you've done some narrowing down here. AC somewhere between 13 and 17.
All right, so that is going to be 13 radiant damage and an additional.
And don't forget, you may have. Did you get inspiration? I forget. Who got inspiration? From Daphne.
I thought.
No, I haven't given anybody regular inspiration yet in this fight.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Oh,
did.
but you're right. From that previous, but we had a short rest since then, so that's gone.
And then an additional 8 radiant damage because she's undead, unless she's not undead, in which
No,
case
she's
it's a
undead.
different conversation.
Nope. Yes, you're just stabbing some lady.
Just like, oh no.
That's a weird way to find out. So that was 13 plus 8.
Yes.
All right. So that's a total of 21.
Yep.
She looks hurt. I mean, not like super hurt, but like emotionally hurt that you would stab her like that. I thought we were friends. We were going to get along. You were going to make a deal with my brother there. Then we all going to be a big happy family.
I'm friends with my friends. I'm not friends with evildoers. Yeah.
All right. Yes, you've done some damage to Deirdre Seyvoth, who seems displeased with this. Anything else, Freda?
I don't think so.
All right. Scoop. Scoop de oop.
I'm going to. I need my drawing tool.
Scoop is ready to do some artwork.
Which one is the stroke? Is it left or right?
Steve?
What are you trying to do?
I just need to
Man,
draw.
stroke man.
Okay, I found it. I found it. So I can do this. I've just cast a magic circle, or I am casting a magic circle. It takes a minute to cast.
A minute,
It'll
just
take
so you're
10 rounds.
That'll take 10 rounds.
Oh God,
You will
that's
be do
10.
nothing but that for 10 rounds. Yeah, every round is 6 seconds.
It's probably not a thing you're supposed to do in combat.
How do I undo?
Do you want to do? All right, just here. I got it. Do you want to do one of these? Like, time out, everybody. I'm gonna just stay there. I'm gonna draw a circle.
Yeah. Then I don't know really what to do here.
You could hold your turn until after Fluffy, and then
Let's do that. I'll hold my
about
turn.
that.
All right, Scoop will wait until after Fluffy. Fluffy, what are you doing? There's
Hello.
a vampire in front of you. Freda to the left of you. Corpses
Stuck
to the
in
right
the
of
middle with Fluffy.
And not a drop to drink.
That's not true. Demonstrably.
That's
there
true.
are
I do have a
several
flask
things
of
you can
darkness and a variety of vials of intriguing nature in my pack. So, but I think what I'm going to do instead on this turn is I will use my booming blade with my rapier, and I will take a swing at Deirdre here.
Okay.
I don't think I have advantage or anything like that. So let's hope it's
Don't you have-
crap.
Okay.
What? What do I have,
No.
Tony?
I was
Something
wrong. You do sneak attack when your ally is nearby. You don't have advantage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I get the 4E and 5E rogue stuff mixed up all the time.
that is a 15.
15 will hit a vampire handmaiden.
Thank God. Okay, so we will start with my slashing damage, and this is a magic weapon, by the way.
Okay.
It's a 1, of course, so she will take 7 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Plus,
It's silvered too, possibly.
no, I silvered my bolts, but not the
Okay.
rapier.
Which I will tell you, the advantage of that is it basically makes the bolts kind of count as the
Magical.
equivalent of magical.
And sneak attack. Oh my god, these rolls are terrible. Throw these dice all away. She'll only take 5 sneak attack damage.
Wow, that's low.
However, thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
However, she will also take 7 thunder damage.
All right.
And will become sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn. If the target willingly moves before then, it takes another 1d8 thunder damage.
Willingly. Okay, that's good to know.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, please continue.
I'm going to use my cunning action as a bonus action, which disengages me, and I'm going to run away. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to yell to Lissa Hawthorne, "Come this way." Well, I'm going to quietly whisper. I'm going to loudly whisper to Lissa
Stage
Hawthorne,
whisper.
"Come this way,
Hey,
lady."
lady. All right, you done, Fluffy?
I believe I am.
All right, we'll have Lissa go basically at the end of the round, I think.
I just added her at 0.
Got it. All right. Technically, Shaggy's up here. Scoop.
Yeah,
We're back
I'm
around to
moving
you.
here, and then Scoop's holy symbol glows, and a giant golden dog bone appears in the air and above
You're
Deirdre,
boned, dude.
and swings and attempts to smack Deirdre in the head.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't
So
you have to
that'll
be next to Deirdre?
No, it's 60 feet.
Oh. It's a magic bone.
Spiritual
I just have to remember
Is it
what
made
the
out of milk?
plus is. There
Is
it
it
is.
a milk bone?
16 to hit.
16 will hit a vampire handmaiden.
And her teeth are shiny and white.
That is, what kind of damage is that? It is 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. Deirdre is not looking great.
Don't listen to him, dear.
It's looking less than fabulous. Anything else, Scoop?
Nope, that's it.
It's Shaggy's turn. Fluffy, what is Shaggy doing?
Shaggy is charmed, right?
Shaggy
that's
is
right.
charmed. If somebody
Just
hits Lord Seyvoth, though, it might disrupt his concentration. So.
Staring glassy-eyed at a pattern no one else can see. You know, cat stuff.
Wow, charm for the duration, too. It doesn't even get to make a saving throw.
No,
No,
hypnotic
but it's a
pattern doesn't
concentration spell. So
Right, yep.
Yeah.
It's rough, though. Sorry,
it's a
Shag.
cat. Okay, let's be fair.
I'm trying to take my little victories where I can, okay?
I kind of love the fact that the cat is just ignoring everything that's going on.
Yeah. The cat's just sitting there and its eyes are like going back and forth, just
Yeah.
watching the hypnotic pattern. Every once in a while it like reaches out to like bat at it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He's trying to knock it
Lord-
off the
my-
table.
Yeah.
That's
F
my
this
familiar. That's just a cat.
Yeah. Lord Seyvoth has cast Make Cat Be Cat-like.
I think Lord Seyvoth has essentially cast a laser pointer.
a hypnotic pattern.
Wow, he's like the Sharper Image catalog. He does have great deals.
I love a laser pointer. It's shocking that it did not affect me.
Velma,
I must have still
you're
been
up.
thinking about pizza rolls.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Velma is going to cast a flaming sphere and
Lasers.
position it right behind Lord Seyvoth.
Ooh.
And Lord Seyvoth has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Flaming sphere. Here,
What
let's
does he have?
need
Dexterity saving throw.
Why?
And I rolled 10 for damage.
10.
What did I have to beat for my dexterity saving throw?
14.
He got 16. Well, he kind of sidesteps the flaming sphere.
So he gets 5 points.
All right. First hit on Lord Seyvoth. He is singed. He looks displeased about this.
Anything else, Velma?
Nope, that is my action. It'll stay there for a minute, and I can move it around as bonus action in future turns.
Okay. It is Henry's turn. Henry looks back and forth at his friends engaged in combat. He looks at Melanie drifting
She's not
off.
really Melanie, dude.
And he listens to Fluffy's words, and you see determination and anger cross his brow. And he sort of roars a deep, inhuman roar, the most inhuman thing you've heard from him. And he charges at Melanie.
Canadian Hulk smash.
Sadly, his speed is 20 feet.
Well, he can move.
I'm coming for you.
He can move twice, right?
The longer it takes him to
Yeah.
get there, the longer she stays charmed before she takes damage.
Yep. I mean, he can basically get to her, but he can't do anything
right.
once that happens. He's just slow running across the chamber. It's Lissa Hawthorne's turn.
Hey, Lissa Hawthorne.
I think Lissa Hawthorne
Oh, Lissa Hawthorne.
sees the friendly Catman and runs from the runs from one the cover behind one coffin to the other, and runs over to where Fluffy is.
Okay. I think we're back around to Lord Seyvoth.
All right. I think Lord Seyvoth is... Well, Daphne is no longer engaged with Lord Seyvoth, so that really opens
They
Lord
broke
Seyvoth,
it off.
Lord Seyvoth up to a variety of things. Dan, I'm thinking Lord Seyvoth is going to head over to the south side of his inner sanctum.
South side.
South side. I think Freda... I think he's just got a thing against paladins. So he is going to head over here.
Why ever would he have a thing against Paladin?
Well, you just, you're not his pal. And he is going to start out by casting Lightning Bolt. A stroke of lightning forms from his longsword in a line 100 feet long, 5 feet wide, blasts out in a direction.
That seems unnecessarily showy.
Bad for the castle, I would think.
Yeah. So that is going to... So Freda and Scoop are in that line. Each of you needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It's against his spell save, I believe, which is 15.
21.
Well, you're going to take half damage. And specifically, Jane, Lightning Bolt does 86 damage.
86?
86.
Thank you.
Classic.
Sorry, I was just
Someday
making
we're
sure I
going to
wasn't
do
missing
86
anything.
damage. I don't know what we're going to do.
You said that's dexterity?
Yep.
That was a good roll.
Oh,
That was a good roll.
Scoop gets cartoon electrified. We see his skeleton blinking. Scoop, you take 39 damage. Freda, I believe you'll take 19 damage. It gets worse.
Sure.
Lord Seyvoth is then
good.
going to continue to use some of his move action. He slides up to you, just kind of like he's moving across the ground.
Slides into your DMs.
Yeah, he is going to slide up to you, Freda.
That's you guys.
And as a free action, he is going to bite your neck.
But I have my Fred scarf.
He just kind of
The ascot protects you.
Yeah, I have the ascot, so I guess to pull it out of the way.
he tries to
That's
bite
actually
through that
probably why
ascot.
Fred wore that thing,
An
come to think
ascot.
of it.
Yeah.
Yep, 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right, 10 piercing damage as your blood pours out of a wound in the hole on the side of your neck, Freda. 14 necrotic damage. Freda, how you doing?
Which you resist.
You resist.
All of it? Well,
She resists.
half.
I'm not
necrotic.
immune, but I
right.
resist it.
And get this: if the target is a living creature, still alive, Freda. Yep.
Yep.
Must succeed on a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Which I believe you had advantage on thanks to your new
Yep.
fancy belt.
Yep. 16.
All right, you succeed. So it is obviously a horrible wound, but you are not walking down the dark path. So I'll also mention that Count Seyvoth looks great. He looks like he has totally waved off the
Oh no.
the slight singeing that he got. He took,
Flaming sphere.
and then he has
Hey, did he just walk out of?
he disengaged.
Shouldn't he get an attack of opportunity in here? What's going on?
He
Yeah.
disengaged using his preternatural cunning. He is very. He just
He's a
skates
jerk.
about.
It's fine.
So, I think it's Daedra's turn.
Deirdre's up. Deirdre, however, does not look as shiny and glossy as one might expect.
Although her teeth are free of tartar.
Her teeth are
true.
very clean. It seems as though whatever Freda did to her somehow impeded her some of her vampiric abilities. She is not thrilled about that, and so she will attempt to hit. Well, first she'll try as a bonus action to beguile Freda. So, Freda, please make a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage.
Oh, that advantage is clutch. That's a 22.
All right, you are not beguiled by her charms.
Yeah,
So-
perhaps she's not especially susceptible to thinking vampires are cool right now. As she's like bleeding.
She will, hiss at you and attempt to make a pair of longsword attacks at your face. First one's a 22.
That'll hit.
Second one's a 19.
Nope.
Well, that first one will do 7 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. Freda is real hurt. She's down
You
to
are-
11 hit points.
Did you remember being resistant to the necrotic damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's see. So last turn she couldn't move because Fluffy did some crazy stuff to her. Is that still in effect, Fluffy? The thunder sheath and thunder thing?
Until the start of my next turn, I believe it is. So if she
Yeah.
moves away, she will take another 1d8 thunder.
I guess she will stay where she is. And Melanie, so what were the terms, Monty, on Daphne's charms here?
Well, she idolizes me, speaks glowingly of me to anyone who talks to her, and will hinder anyone who opposes me, although she will avoid violence unless already inclined to fight on my behalf. It ends after an hour if she takes any damage, if I attack her, or if she witnesses me attacking or damaging any of its allies.
And does that prevent her from attacking Henry?
Don't see why.
All right, so she will look up startled as Henry comes into her vision, and she will kind of have a glint of recognition, but then something deeper and more feral takes over, and she launches herself at Henry, making a pair of attacks with a longsword. However, you notice something about it, as though her heart is not quite in it, and she is rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah,
She
I just
gets
noticed
an
something
8.
about my booming blade. She was not supposed to take thunder damage on the hit. She was only supposed to take it if she moved.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would
thought
say
it,
if she,
I thought it did it does a D8 flat on top of it.
I don't believe so. No.
I think it does. Sorry, I have that on a different character, and I thought it did. Also, you're above level 5. I thought it did 2d8 thunder damage.
On a hit,
flat.
the target suffers the attack's normal effects and becomes sheathed in booming energy.
There's a
Till the start
bottom
of the
part
next
where it
turn.
says at a higher level, I think.
Yeah, at 5th level,
At
the
5th
melee
level-
attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the
Okay.
target, and it increases.
Okay, so she should have taken 1d8 as opposed to 2d8 thunder damage, basically.
Let's not worry about it.
I won't worry about it.
So she lashes out at Henry, and her first one, she misses by dint of rolling a 1, which gives her an 8 total. Henry's AC is 9.
Oh no.
Yeah, good job, Henry.
On the second one, she hits because she rolled better than a 1. So Henry will take some damage from that second attack there, which is, I don't know what I'm fighting myself. He resists necrotic. I think that is it. So he'll take 10 damage.
What does Henry say, Dan?
Oh, hey, Melanie. No, this isn't right. We're
And what
supposed to be
Melanie,
friends.
dude. It's not Melanie.
And what does Melanie say?
Yeah.
Wait, no, you can't trick me into talking to myself.
And then what does Henry say?
I'll play in one act.
Oh
we
man.
stall them out. We come back next year with a new plan.
Yeah.
No, you cannot run out the clock.
No, I think the idea is that you have both of the hats and you alternate.
I wasn't ready with a half
think
of
we
this. I
did
had
that
half of the
last
stupid genie he never summoned.
Yeah.
All right. That is that. Let's move on. Daphne.
Oh, sure. Hey, I've got a thing here in my notes that says scroll of remove curse or greater restoration.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to use that on Lord Seyvoth.
What are you? Which feature? So remove curse. Those are both
Or
spells.
greater. What I have written down is just the words scroll of remove curse or greater restoration. I figure between those, it can probably stop somebody from being a vampire. It sounds like either a curse or something to be greater restorified from. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Cool. Well, let's
Only
see.
we had
I don't have to know how that stuff
processing,
works.
processing does not compute.
Greater restoration, and here I'll tell you one thing that will make this job way more fun. Both of those spells require you to touch the target, so feel free.
Maybe do an Arcana check to see if you think they will remove vampirism.
I literally have no idea what happens.
Here
if
I
you do
am.
that.
Here we go.
Well,
oh my God, he's doing it!
Well, I know that.
I sprint across the room.
Is vampirism a curse?
Of course it is. They're
more of a
always whining
more of a
about it.
choice, I guess. I don't know.
Vampire? Super mopey.
I mean, it wasn't like standard vampirism. It was
Right.
given by a kind of a
Genie.
cursed wish.
Ah, monkey paw.
But let
I
me
don't
ask
know.
you this.
Tony?
Whose side are you on?
Hold on, I'm reading the internet. There is a lengthy thread
Still
about.
deciding.
There is a lengthy thread about.
He's trying to run out the clock on us again.
Is vampirism a disease
I don't
or
have
a curse?
I don't have to know how it works.
Porque no
I
los
just
dos.
try reading the scroll. It's up to the DMs to decide what
Wait,
happens.
so if
That's
it's a
their job.
disease, paladins are immune to disease. So does that mean that Frida can't become a vampire?
That's awesome.
You can still be.
This is the
You can
worst.
still be
And
killed
what
when
about
they
that
take all your
angel that
blood
became a
out.
werewolf?
Thanks, Mike. So you greater restoration requires like a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces too.
You don't need it with a scroll. Scrolls
With a
have
scroll.
the components.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Wrote it in
Diamond ink. It's
Nice
so
try,
glittery.
Tony. You can't get your way out of this
here's
one.
here's what's gonna happen. You rush over Daphne to Count Seyvoth, and you reach out, which he is very startled by, to imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect.
I give him a hug.
Parentheses vampirism. You could also choose to reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1, or end one of the following effects: a charmed,
tired.
petrified
Buck up.
curse. So
Are you getting enough sleep?
I recommend serum. It's part of my skincare regimen.
God.
oh no, Daphne is totally into MLMs. So here's what is going to happen. He had been saving this for a really bad day.
Tony, you're cutting out.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Your
we're
video is
having
going
some-
real
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 sad.
long.
Very dramatic.
We can't hear you.
Am I better
There
now?
he is.
All right.
Yes.
You are back.
He's back.
Oh,
Count
not
Seyvoth
pretty.
has one high-level spell slot left that he had been saving. That spell slot, Counterspell. You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the
Wait,
creature is
doesn't
casting,
he want to not be a vampire anymore?
I think he does not want to. I don't think he knows what's going on and doesn't like Monty hugging him. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
He
is a
may
hug a
also
spell?
suspect that we're not going to be like, okay, you're not a vampire anymore. Please leave.
Did I mention that I'm incredibly beautiful?
And also, is a hug a spell?
I meant to. I don't
think you
Can
have.
you counter a hug with counterspell?
Counter hug.
So, if the spell is 3rd level or lower, it fails automatically. It's not. Your spell is 5th level. So he makes an ability check using his spellcasting ability. Let's see. I have to get 15 or higher to succeed on this. I'm kind of hoping I do because it gets real complicated if I don't succeed. Dan, does this seem legit?
Oh, please don't succeed.
Sure.
Thanks for the backup there.
I have no
You're a
idea.
huge help.
I have rolled a 13. So
No. Oh, yeah. Let's get
All right.
complicated, Tony.
yeah. Dan, look up the difference in hit points between
Yes, Tony.
Vampire Lord and the other stat block we had prepared if he became a human. You hug
All right.
Daphne. You hug Lord Mathus Seyvoth. His fangs fall out. His skin clears up. There's a flush in his cheeks. His widow's peak unpeaks. His cape turns normal.
Does his
What's
collar,
just
does
a
his
normal
collar sag
black
down?
lining?
And he is full not of a hunger for blood, but for pizza rolls.
But of a hunger for pizza rolls.
And hopefully all of those spell slots are still used.
The surest
human
sign
condition.
of having a soul is the desire for pizza rolls.
Why didn't we do this on Melody?
You have to ask Daphne. That was totally her play.
Actually, I mean, I only have 11 hit points, so I'll take whatever help I can get.
Okay. In that case, I will now, with my bonus action, do that same mantle of inspiration thing again. So 8 temporary hit points to Freda, me. Who else is hurt?
I am very
me.
hurt. I'm at
Scoop.
18.
Take 8 temporary hit points.
Thanks.
Velma, Fluffy, either of you desperately want something?
I'm still good.
Was that really before a rest that we got that last time?
What?
I got it at the beginning of this
Yeah.
combat.
This is the second time I've done it, this combat.
In this combat? Okay, I've still got my temporary 8, so I'm
Okay.
good.
In that case, toss it on Velma. So everybody but Fluffy can now move their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Does that include Lissa?
No, Lissa was not affected by my spell.
Okay.
So I will use that to wander back over to the door. It was great hugging you. Welcome back to being human. Bye.
He is not thrilled about that.
And it's up to the DMs whether Melanie thinks I just attacked him with that spell or cured him of a horrible curse that he specifically wanted cured.
All right.
Monty, are you saying you could have done
cool.
this 3.5 hours ago in this adventure?
I guess.
What a deal. All right. Freda, you're up. There is
Okay.
a surprisingly human-looking Lord Seyvoth, a couple about 10 feet away from you, and a still vampiric, but kind of glancing over your shoulder, confused about what has happened to her brother, Deirdre Seyvoth.
So my instinct is to keep focusing fire on Deirdre, but also Lord Seyvoth being human, it's very tempting to just do a little chop there. But I'll try Deirdre first, unless anyone feels strongly otherwise. Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. So this is going to be a 16 versus AC.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Talk to me about damage.
14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage. It's not great for Deirdre
And
Seyvoth.
another 1d8. That'll be 5 radiant damage.
Okie dokie. Deirdre Seyvoth is hanging by a thread, and she sort of is like starting to collapse a little bit, and she's like trying to grasp onto you at the same time, but she's kind of like, it's like almost like she can't support her weight anymore. Do you have anything else, or is that your...
Yeah, my second attack.
Okay. Yeah. Why? You can stop me anytime.
Okay, that's a 20 to hit.
Let me ask you this, Jane. Can you do 1 damage?
Great question.
You drive the sunblade
Yeah.
through the chest of Deirdre Seyvoth,
Yeah.
who looks surprised and a little disappointed, and then the radiant energy expands, seemingly burning her from the inside out as she is vaporized into nothing more than a pile of dust. From behind her, her brother, Mathus Seyvoth, looks down and says, Tony, what's he say?
I did not expect to spend my first minute of mortality seeing my sister killed before me. You will pay for this.
Should have thought about that before you turned into a vampire and killed all of those people.
Hey, Freda, if you wanted to get in Seyvoth's face as your move action, that might not be a bad thing, because
I can do that. Yep. Yeah, so she advances on him and is scolding him.
Yeah.
All right. Fluffy. Freda has dealt with Deirdre Seyvoth. Mathus Seyvoth is still standing, but is human. What will you do?
As a free action, I would like to whisper to Lissa Hawthorne, I want you to run to the door. Run that way to the door as fast as you can. Use a dash action if you need to.
Dash action.
And also stay at least 5 feet away from all enemies.
Here's a ruler.
That's right. Here's how you use the tool on Roll20.
Those lines on the floor indicate 5 feet very clearly.
I've been wondering what those were. I just thought it was a weird decorating choice.
Whoever made this place was very considerate. And then, as Lord Seyvoth is fixated on Freda, I will run up behind him and say, hello, and take a swing at him with my booming blade.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I am loving it. That is a 23 versus AC.
Yeah, it's going to hit Mathus Seyvoth.
Marvelous. So that will do... Oh, I got 3d6 plus... All right, so the first d8. Oh, that's much better.
Fingers crossed, commoner.
Right. So that will do 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 11 more sneak attack damage, which is more slashing damage.
Okay.
And the booming blade will also do 3 thunder damage, and he is, again, encased in thunderous energy and cannot move.
All right.
Ooh,
so you run up behind him and you just like stab him with your rapier, and he is kind of does one of those like, and seems very surprised.
Surprise!
There's like blood coming out of him, and he sort of runs his fingers through it and kind of looks at it and goes like, it's been years since I've bled my own blood.
You're welcome.
Does it still taste good?
Let me check.
I'm delicious.
Zesty.
Cool ranch blood.
Yep.
Not as good as the delicious sauce in Totino's pizza rolls, I bet.
My favorite blood is
Did you make a deal with them?
My favorite flavor of blood is also a combination.
I will now cunningly disengage and run back to my spot back behind the coffin.
Like you were never there.
Yep, and I will say, remember, stay at least 5 feet away. Go to the door.
All right, you're all done, Fluffy?
I'm Fluffy, and I'm done.
All right, Scoop. Your cat feline friend has just dealt a massive blow to Lord Seyvoth, and Deirdre Seyvoth is no longer to be seen. Henry and Melanie seem to be hashing out their personal issues up there. What would you like to do?
So first I'm going to move. There's the move action to get close to Lord Seyvoth. Secondly, as a bonus action, because I've already brought forth my spiritual weapon, I can both move the weapon and repeat the attack that I've done before. So I will roll... 15. Does that hit a not vampire?
15 does hit a not vampire.
Alrighty, then we will do this. That's 6 force damage. And then I'm going to reach out and grasp with my paw Lord Seyvoth's hand as if I was going for another shake. And we will do...
And then you just like flick his nose up.
A 9 probably doesn't hit.
A 9 does not hit. That's correct.
Okay. Then nothing happens, and he goes ahead and shakes, so we can play it off. So yes, just that 6 force damage.
6 force damage. All right. Well, that will still do some good damage there.
Good news. Shaggy's not mind controlled anymore.
Yes, right. Yeah. Fluffy, what's he up to?
Man, Steve, you just missed this.
What I miss?
Shaggy's not controlled anymore.
Nice.
What do you want
And he's
to do
up.
with Shaggy?
Yeah, I think released from his hypnotic bondage, he will probably play with a piece of this corpse that's next to him.
Thank God.
Thank God he's back.
Big turn. Big turn.
I think he finds a giblet of some kind, and he's batting it around and kicking it into the air with his hind feet.
Hypnotic
Okay.
bondage sounds like a really cheap cologne you can get like a
By Calvin
drugstore.
Klein.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. So I think we're back around to Velma.
Yes. I am going to move that flaming sphere over to the spot beside where Deirdre was. Just
Jinkies.
and and yes, and then Lord Seyvoth, former vampire, needs to do a 14 dexterity save against 9 points of damage.
Former vampire, future corpse.
Sorry, how many points of damage was that
9.
on Lord
You
Seyvoth?
enjoyed your 30 seconds of life.
And what did you? Sorry, what exactly did you hit him with there?
The flaming sphere that
All
I
right, the
moved down
flaming
Dan,
sphere.
I'm ready.
beside him.
All right.
To feel the warmth again, the warmth of fire of the sun, and then he turns to see what the warmth behind him is, and is incinerated by a ball of fire. he had exactly 9 hit points.
Nice.
In his mortal form, which had significantly fewer hit points than his vampire form.
Indeed.
And that was my bonus action. So then I can actually, I'm going to use one of my silvered crossbows and aim one of those over at Melanie.
Oh boy,
At
Henry's
Melanie.
not going to love
Okay.
this. She's not really
Sorry, Henry.
Melanie, Henry. Just remember that.
Oh, and does 8 hit?
You shoot your crossbow bolt. It seems to go wild. It doesn't seem to make it all the way over there. And so as you try to aim at her, it just misses. And Henry looks up and sort of like tries to start waving you off.
And like, I don't know.
Does anybody else feel like maybe we should just like let them kind of work it out and just take
true. We
Alyssa
could-
and bounce?
We could
Yeah,
do
I'm into that.
Yeah, leave Henry behind.
And
yeah.
so you do.
Cut to us at a diner eating pizza rolls.
Man, I could not get it fast enough, but I was trying to download the Tchaikovsky Romeo and Juliet theme to play as you look over and see Henry and Melanie taking each other's hands. Da, 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 da. Hey, I'm
Well,
sorry.
gang.
Sorry about the whole thing.
Gang, you've done it. You've survived 1 night and or 3 years in Seyvoth Manor. You have
50
confronted
feet, 40 feet.
you have confronted ghosts and zombies and vampires and a weird book that smelled like pizza rolls. You have helped Lord Seyvoth escape the curse of vampirism and very briefly experience life as a human before being incinerated. Is this winning? I guess it is. Both of the Hawthorne children.
We got Lissa.
Both of the Hawthorne children have been recovered. Lissa before becoming a vampire. Jamie before becoming a werewolf. So things are doing okay. You walk off into the early morning as dawn creeps up over Seyvoth Manor, eager to return the Hawthorne child, perhaps looking forward to whatever prize or glory awaits you for being the first party to ever enter Seyvoth Manor and return, except for those other people 4 years ago. Don't mind them.
Oh boy.
All that is
hungry.
Pizza rolls.
all that is left is to thank our players for playing this ridiculous 3-year experience. First off, let us thank the original player, Dan Morin, for being my co-dungeon master.
I think he thanked
We'll
me.
never
I'm
get
not
to
really
finish
sure.
playing. We're stuck like this forever.
Thank you
stuck
so
in
much, Tony
Shocktober forever.
Sindelar, my co-dungeon master, for
We'll be
this
back a year
amazing
from now for the farewells.
Nope, not happening. 3-year tour.
For
And yes,
Shocksgiving.
we will thank our fantastic guests. Jane Ritt, thank you so much for embodying Freda von Jonas in this adventure.
Thank you, Dan. Looking forward to D&D 6th edition.
I don't think that's a thing yet, thank God. Annette Wierstra, thank you so much for bringing Velma Dingley to life.
Thank you. I feel like I just survived a rite of passage in Total Party Kill.
It's true. It's true. Not many can say that. Micah Sargent, as always, a pleasure to have you introduce us to Scoop.
Woof.
Steve Lutz, congratulations on not drinking any more poison and for playing Fluffy.
On the way back to town, Fluffy drinks all 5 vials.
And explodes. And last but not least, Monty Ashley, thank you so much for bringing us Daphne.
Hooray! Daphne goes to a spa, gets a complete makeover.
Will we encounter this amazing party again? Will they team up in their mystery wagon to solve more haunted houses? Will they finally discover what Old Man Withers was doing with the abandoned amusement park? For answers to questions such as these, we don't know if we'll ever do it, but keep listening to Total Party Kill. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.